Okay, so for this deck, Crystal Beast monsters do have two really good support Pendulum monsters. Like, Vanguard allows you to tribute him to search out any Crystal Beast monster from your deck, and since he tributes himself to activate the effect, it goes to your extra deck, which means you can use it multiple times as long as you Pendulum summon him. And Crystal Defender allows you to tribute him to double the attack of a Crystal Beast monster. So they both have nice Pendulum monster effects, where they tribute themselves to activate their effects, so that they go back to the Pendulum deck and you can reuse them over and over. And thanks to a lot of generic Pendulum support monsters out, you can actually play them with other Pendulum monsters. Just too bad there's no actual Pendulum Crystal Beast monster, so I only play like 3 of them. One, what is her name? Crystal Beast Ruby Carbuncle. Yeah, 1 Carbuncle, 1 Eagle, 1 Pegasus, because Pegasus is the best. Because with Eagle and Pegasus, you can go into Lightning Chidori, and Lightning Chidori is just a really good card to go into. And with your search from Vanguard, you're basically just searching out either Crystal Promise or Beacon to go into some Carbuncle stuff. That way you can swarm the field, but it already swarms well enough anyway with your Pendulum monsters. Archifina Centric is a really great alternative to MST for Pendulum decks. Kind of. You need to actually put her in the Pendulum zone in order to destroy a spell trap card. Her second effect, though, where you can just tribute her to destroy a monster on the field, that's also really good. Archifina Centric is really good in generic Pendulum decks. And she's a scale 7, so you can use her actual as a Pendulum summoning device, because she doesn't have a restriction on what can be special summoned with her. Same thing with Luster Pendulum Dragon. I'm kind of liking this card. It allows you to destroy your other Pendulum Zone monster in order to add another one to your hand. It's a great way to fill your extra deck with more Vanguards or Defenders or Eccentrics, and you can just destroy them later on with Sky Arc. Or just use it for Pendulum summonings as long as you have your level 1 or 2 out, since it's level 5. And this deck is all about special summoning those level 4 monsters, so he's fine being the scale, but you really just want to use him. And he can only be used for special summons of Draco Slayer monsters, so there's a really nice Draco Slayer XYZ monster, where if it's special summoned, you can add a Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand, but you need to bring him out with 2 Pendulum monsters. Draco Slayer can be used. And there's a nice Pendulum Synchro monster, since he's a Pendulum Tuner monster. I think he's the only Pendulum Tuner monster. No, there's another one. He's one of the few Pendulum Tuner monsters, and he can only be tuned into this card because it's the only Draco Slayer tuned monster out right now. This one's pretty good. You can basically return tribute a Pendulum monster to shuffle a card into the deck, so it's kind of like Lightning Chidori's effect, which is pretty nice.